why to design the nama rupa. So that is in the vipassana field. So very important before telling that this discernment of mind and matter. So I would like to tell. I would like to continue last week about the Penyati and Paramattha Dhamma, conceptual field and ultimate reality fields. Another one, Samuti Satcha and Paramattha Satcha, conventional truth and ultimate reality truths. As a conventional fields, conventional truth, so there are two types of concept. Atha Panya, that is meaning concept, and Saddha Panya, the sound or name concept. Because of four elements or because of five aggregates, so condition and appearance and feature, as our human beings, we give many names to understand each other, to communicate easily, to speak easily, to count easily. So we use the many vocabulary in our language. That is, you see, because of mass of these four elements, we call this is mountain, this is hill, this is river. So because of this mass of the four elements, we give the name mountain, hill, the river, the rock. Also because of materiality, combine and go each other, and then we call this is the house, and this is the monastery, this is the hut, this is the school, this is the cottage. Because of this material are combined and each other, that is called the Samuha Panya, combination concept. After that, because of five aggregates, this five aggregate person also, five aggregate beings also depend on the appearance. We give the different name. So this is the human beings, this is the dogs, this is the cat. Although five aggregate appearance are different, we give the different names. This is called the Satta Pinya, the being concepts. After that, depend on the wandering of sun, moon, and earth and planets. We give the name east, west, north, south, day, night, and rainy season, summer, winter. So depend on that is moon and sun. So that is called the Disa Kala Panya, direction and Kala mean the times, time concept. Duration and the time concepts. After that also, because of spatial space, we give the another name, hole, well, pit, window, door. So because of space also, the different space form, we give different names. That is spatial concepts. Another one is because of these meditations, Ad Kasina, Wada Kasina, Yellow Kasina, Blue Kasina, and Parikama Nimitta, Okaha Nimitta, Patipaka Nimitta. So like that we give the names, we use the names. This is called the Kasina Nimitta Pinya. That is, I think, the Kasina means dish, or Nimitta is sign concept. Saddha Panya, Nama Panya also, there are 6 types. That also even this concept also, we give the different language, different names. That is Burmese language, English language, Bahasa Indonesia language. So they use different language, different words. In the same way, ultimate reality also, earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, eye consciousness, ear consciousness, contact, feeling, perception. This ultimate reality also, to understand each other, our Buddha give the name. Because of, so different names, different condition, use the different words. Many songs, 6 types, but I don't explain because of the time later. No? If you like to know, no? In the Abhidhamma Singha, in the chapter 8, so mention about this concept more details. Our Buddha preached the Sutra, Vinaya, Pitaka, 3 Pitaka also. In the Vinaya Pitaka, our Buddha used the conceptual field. And Sutra, some Sutra are our Buddha preached in the conceptual field. Some Sutra are ultimate reality field. Because you see, Metta Sutra or Mingala Sutra or Sangala Sutra, these Sutra, our Buddha used conceptual field, how to send, to whom send their loving kindness. Mingala Sutra also, how to practice daily life to get the auspicious day, auspicious time. And then in the Sangala Sutra, our Buddha preached what are the father, mother's responsibilities, what are the son and daughter's responsibility, what are the wife and husband responsibility. So these sutra our Buddha used in conceptual fields. But Mahasatipatthana Sutra look like, especially mostly Samyutta Nikaya, our Buddha preached ultimate reality fields. In Abhidhamma Desana, Abhidhamma Pitaka, our Buddha mostly preached ultimate reality field. Although the ultimate reality field, because Abhidhamma is the 7th text, Dhammasangani, Vibhinga, Dhatu Katha, Pokala Panya, Katha Vittu, Yamaka, Patthana. Among these 7 also, Pokala Panya is our Buddha preached conceptual fields. Also, our Buddha preached 3 training, Sila, Samadhi, Panya also. Sila training and Samadhi training is we must practice conceptual field. Panya training, Vipassana field is we must practice ultimate reality field. Because as our human ethic, human morality, to live so peacefully, happily, not to disturb each other, to live mutuality, unitedly. So we must follow the conceptual field, respect each other. Son and daughter also must be respect and revere and look after to the father and mother. Father, mother also look after son and daughter and give the good guidance. So that way only, according to our human ethic, we can live together happily, peacefully, unitedly. But to remove the defilements, to remove the wrong view, so we must understand that this ultimate reality and we must practice ultimate reality field and to contemplate again and again only. So we can remove our defilements and also we can attain the Nibbana. Also to understand karma and karma result, which karma is can give the which result, So which bad karma is, which existence can give the result, which action is can cause to the can get the good existences. That also you must understand a bit of my way. Then only we can realize. Because you see in the Vimana story, sometimes mentioned to the Kassapa Buddha, the religious Jariya, one lady go and offer the flower. After offering the flower, so in the next existence, she reborn the Deva realms and very enjoyable, very splendid, Deva mansion possess, and she has a lot of companion also possess. This way to understand. Flower also, then inanimating things, no living being. Kassapa Jariya also no inanimating thing. Which one is caused to that this Deva realm to reborn? You must explain a bit of my way only can understand. Otherwise, how to explain to other religions? Another one also, sometimes someone torture and killing animal. So after that, he reborn to the hell. So this killing action is why, and how to reborn in the hell, you must understand. So you must explain a bit of my way only can understand in the ultimate reality fields only. Because of that, if you study Abhidhamma, you must understand, distinguish this conceptual field and a bit ultimate reality field. Because sometimes they mix, I abuse father, mother, because of 4 elements, I will not get bad result. We cannot say like that. If father, mother, we must respect. That is not 4 elements. So, if we abuse, if we act bad action, surely because of this bad action will give the result, bad result. So, if we kill living beings, I kill the 4 elements, I will not get result like that. That cannot say. If we kill living beings, surely we will get the bad result. So, ultimate reality field is, so we must follow that also according to ultimate reality field, conceptual field also, we must follow our rule and regulations, our human ethic. If I explain some more about this concept and ultimate reality, so I want to give the example to you, because you see now here many woods. This wood in the forest, you see behind the mountain, behind the mountain, there are many trees are grown. So at that time, we call the trees and the trunk. After that, this tree wood cut and fell down. So the name changed. Earlier we call the tree the trunk. After fell down this tree, we call the name the log, because of the different condition. Earlier we call the tree. After falling down, we call the trunk or the log. After that, this log take to the sawmill and the worker change the form as a solid bar, square bar. That time, because of form change, we call the timber. This timber we send to the carpenter, and after that carpenter make many forms. We call table, chair, cupboard. So earlier this is wood only, but because of form change, the name change. If we send this log to the craftsman, because of craftsman created now, change the Garuda. So after that, this piece of wood, slowly and slowly, because of the form change, the name change. As a conceptual field, depend on the condition, depend on the appearance, depend on the form. It can change many varieties of the names. After that, if you examine, so beyond the concept, if you test hardness nature, this is the earth element. Because of many particles combine and cohered each other, this is the water element. If you touch, you feel the cold or hot. This is the fire element. If you press, because of against your force in this wood, that is the supporting. After that, color, odor, the smell, the taste, nutritive absence. There are 8 elements. These 8 elements are called the Awini Bhoga Rupa, inseparable elements. Whatever elements, whatever materiality, these 8 are always exist together. Only different, predominant character only, this is the difference. That also you see in the tree also, if you examine, there are 8 elements. To the log also, if you examine, there are these 8 elements. To the timber also, if you see beyond that, this concept of the timber, if you examine, you will find these 8 elements. Whatever this furniture or the statue also, if you examine, only 8 elements. So if you see, as the ultimate reality field, all are same only. This mass of the element too, even small thing also, there are these 8 elements, because you see, even sawdust also from this wood, if you examine, in the sawdust also, hardness or softness nature, earth element, as a sawdust form cohered, this is the water element. After that, so in this sawdust, fire element, hot and cold, and water element, wind element, and color, smell, taste, and nutritive essence. Even minute, this sawdust also, there are 8 elements. Therefore, in the Abhidhamma, our Buddha preached these 4 types of particle also you must understand to this break there. This not compactness, that is Ratari mu. Ratari mu is the dust. So the dust is sometimes on the way, the vehicle pass through. Behind this vehicle, many dust are rising up in the air. This size of particle is called the Ratari mu. Even this Ratari mu also, if you examine, there are these 8 elements. This Ratari mu, this particle, this dust, divided 36 portions. One portion is called the Tijari mu. This is the minute dust. This Tijari mu also, if you examine, there are 8 elements. This size is, the commentary give the example is, look like in this room, if we off all the light and so projector light or some very strong light pass through, in this light you may see the many the small dust are floating, but normal eye we can see. But really in this room, there are many dust are floating. But our normal eye, we could not see. But when we make this room to be dark and after that very strong light pass through, in the light you see very minute particles are floating. These particles are called Pali word is Tijarimu. Even this Tijarimu also, if you examine by the wisdom, there are 8 elements. After that, this Tijarimu, so divided 36 portion. One portion is called the Anumu. This Anumu also, by the wisdom, if you analyze, there are 8 elements. This Anumu also divided by 36 portions. One portion is called the Parama Anumu. This Parama Anumu also, if you examine by the wisdom, there are 8 elements. According to your wisdom, if you are able to divide this Parama Anumu also up to this the small one, still there is 8 elements. Because of that also you see nowadays in your handphone or in your computer or in your the what called memory disk, you can storage many photos, many sounds, many books by using these technologies. Our Buddha also preached in the 2,500 years ago. Therefore, to realize the non-self characteristics, to remove the Sakaya Deity, the personality wrong view, we must break this compactness like that way. We must analyze so our self, material and mentality. So by seeing that this ultimate reality field, therefore in the Abhidhamma, Atthakatha, so that is mentioned, Anatta Lakkhana Nana Daru Vini Bhogasa Amanasikara Apati Veda Kananena Patichanata Na Upatati. That is Anatta Lakkhana Na Upatati. Non-self characteristic is so not clear because of Nana Daru Vini Bhogasa. Material and mentality are different forms. Amanasikara, Abadi Veda. So, meditator, he does not pay attention and to analyze and know penetratively the phenomena of material and mentalities. He is overwhelmed by their compactness, kana preshadata. So, therefore, the truth of non-self characteristics of this material and mentality is not clear in his mind. As a opposite, Nana Daru yo Vini Pungjitwa Kati Anatta Lakkhana Yathawa Sarasato Upatati. So that is having analyzed each of these elements of materiality and mentalities, the compactness of the body and the mind, the phenomena is broken down. The true nature of non-self characteristics, as it is clear witnessed by the direct experience, will arise. Because of the perception of compactness, the beings are deluded and controlled by the 4 types of illusions. Because of this compactness, our mind is overwhelmed by these 4 types of illusions. What are the 4 types of illusions? That is, we think impermanent, permanent, suffering. We think this is the happiness, non-self, we think this is the self. Really, these are repulsiveness, but we think this is the beauty and pleasurable, like that way, in our daily life, in the samsara. So we attach each other, we detach each other because of this four type of illusion: impermanent as permanent, suffering as happiness, non-self as self, repulsiveness as a pleasure or beauty. So like that way, we delude. Our mind is overwhelmed by these four type of illusions. So what are the three type of compactness? That is the compactness of continuity, santati kana. After that, samuha kana, compactness of combinations, and kecha kana, compactness of the functions. If you see penetratively this materiality, this ultimate reality, you can overcome, you can break down these three types of compactness. The first one, the compactness continuity, is because the material or this body seems to be a one compact continuity, a continuous whole. One is deluded to think that this body and limb have actually existence, and most Secretarian may think a permanent soul or self transmigrate from one life to another, taking different forms. If I give the example to you, you hold the torchlight end. If you move as a round of the circle, so that time, how do you think? You think this is the light of the circle. But really that is not a light of the circle. No, the torchlight are moved continuously only. Because of that, you think the light of the circle, but really that is not light of the circle. In the same way, our body also, really the particles are making the human forms. So because of tremendously, continuously rising and passing away, rising is moved fast and passing away is very slow, less. Because of that, look like the light of the circle, we think our body form also continuously arising. The same form never ever change. So after few years only, if we compare our pictures, that time, oh, I am old, I am old age, I am aging. So like that way, we can see our changing of our body. Another example also, you see the coconut choir ropes. This rope also, because of many coconut choir are twist each other and make the ropes very long. So you think this is the continuously very strong rope. But if you examine it, re-tie again, so you will find that is the many coconut choir, the short one only. In the same way, our body also, by the light of the wisdom, if you can see yourself, very tremendous, many, I have told to you, the particles look like that this anumyu, parama anumyu are created our human being form, very quickly rising and passing away. If you are able to see that this particle, you can break this compactness of continuity, not continuous arising, one after another, this rising and passing away only. After that, next compactness is the compactness of combinations. That also, you see, our body are this composed of this four element, but we think this is the solid state. All are mass of the whole element. I give the example to you, the wood. No? Even we think, oh, this wood is very hard, so very strong. If you examine each element, you can examine. That also still not enough yet. So you must see the particle, and so each of the particle, so you must analyze earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, smell, taste, nutritive essence. Like that way, if we can examine each of the particle, then even particle also no essence, just intrinsic nature. As a ultimate reality, no solid, no durable, no essence, just intrinsic nature only. Like that way, if you can examine according to the Buddha saying, these elements, so you can break the combination of these elements. Really, as a Sawaka Jnana, we cannot analyze all particles, because in our body there are so uncountable particles are arising. As our Sawaka Jnana, we cannot analyze, but we must analyze what types of the particle, and in this type of the particles, how many elements are existing. So that way only we can analyze. So last week also I told, in our body, there are four types of particles are existing: karma-borne particle, temperature-borne particles, nutrient-borne consciousness-borne particle, nutrient-borne particle, temperature-borne particles. So what type of particles we must analyze, and also how many type of this karma-borne particle. In the karma-borne particle, how many elements exist, so we must analyze. Consciousness-borne also in the same way, we cannot count, we cannot analyze all. After analyzing so few particles, we can realize other particles also same character, same nature. Because of that, we can realize all of the particles are these elements, and just they are nature only, no sense, no soul, no cold. So because of that, we can break compactness of combinations. That also how to analyze. So for our theology, books, knowing and seeing, the light of the Western mentions detailedly, but here I don't tell. If I tell detailedly, you may bought. So because of that, I will continue. The another one, the function compactness, kechakana. That also in really a rupa kalapa, I have told you, at least 8 elements. This 8 element also, each of the element has its own function and different quality or energy. For example, you see the earth element, Patavi Daru, it has hardness nature, heaviness, roughness, sometimes softness, smoothness, lightness. So this is the nature of the earth element. After that, as a water element, that is the flowing and cohesion. This flowing and cohesion also you see as a water stage. Water saturations, flowing is more predominant. But this water I put in the refrigerator, after becoming the ice, that time cohesion is more predominant. Because of that, each of the elements has different own character or energy or qualities. After that, you see the as a fire element nature, that is the hot and cold nature. Its function is to mature and ripen other materiality, because as a fire element, hot and cold, so this fire element, that is the character. The function is to mature or ripen the other materialities. Because you see, if you put the food on the oven or furnace, because of heat, the food mature or ripen. In the same way, our body also, because of fire element nature, slowly and slowly, the appearance mature and go into the aging. So that is because of the function of these fire elements. The wind element has its character is pushing and supporting nature, and its function is to cause motions in other material phenomena. So therefore, other remaining 24 elements also, their own characteristics, function and manifestation and approximation cause. Because of that, by the concentrations, you must analyze, you must discern each of these elements, their functions, their characteristics, manifestation and approximation cause only, so you can break down this compactness of the function. Earlier you think, oh, all the material are same nature, just solid, durable, not so different. After analyzing, you will not know distinguishly all of the elements are their different energy or qualities. So I think today, let us stop here. Next week only to continue the mental compactness, for compactness. Now sharing the merits. Imaya Dhammanu Dhammapatipatiya Buddham Pujemi Imaya Dhammanu Dhammapatipatiya Dhammam Pujemi Imaya Dhammanu Dhammapatipatiya Sangham Pujemi Atta Imaya Patipatiya Jati Jara Bradi Maranama Parimongchisami Irame Punyam Asawekyam Wahang Hodu Irame Punyam Nibbānassa Pachayo Hodu Mama Punya Bhagam Sabba Satanam Bhajima Desabi Me Samam Punya Bhagam Labantu Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.